West Hollywood, a bastion of progressive enlightenment.
We are going to start out with our land acknowledgement.
It's a town of people so selfless the city council is sorry they're even there.
The land on which we gather is the occupied, seized territory of the Gabrielino, Tongva, and Gabrielino Kiss people.
Thank you so much.
So it was no surprise when, following the approval of a new affordable housing complex, everyone celebrated.
We need low-income housing.
Our neighborhood is for affordable housing, period.
Affordable housing is necessary. I think we all agree with that, but not at the expense
Oh, sorry, these are the people against the building.
of the quality of the people living in the neighborhood currently.
This project is way out of scale.
At the meeting I attended, the council was voting on a measure to reject an appeal of the building. If you're wondering why there's a housing crisis in California, well, it's partly because of this kind of thing.
This was originally a parcel of land that was approved for 13 units. You are now saying, let's put 89 units.
These are not people who actually live in the area.
What we are against is complete reckless development.
89 units in 7 stories violates the concept of residential.
It doesn't look right. Make it 4 stories and everybody will be happy.
Yeah, that's crazy.
The measure had its supporters as well.
I mean, if you go around West Hollywood, it's like a city.
The only argument I've heard from anyone who's talked to me who's against it is oh, it's too high. It doesn't go with the neighborhood. What do you think of that argument? It doesn't fit in.
What else direction would you like to go?
I am really outraged by the speakers here tonight. The next time they see a homeless person, they have to say, I caused that.
Indeed, the issue is pitting neighbor against housekeeper.
Workers like me desesperadamente need the houses near our job.
In fact, 2 labor groups, Unite Here and Worker Power California, had organized a campaign.
Our next speaker is Blanca Rizzo.
And I believe Blanca needs translation.
Real environmental justice is not forcing workers to commute multiple hours a day to work in our city.
Santos Esperanza Valladares.
Real environmental justice is not forcing workers to commute multiple hours to go to work in our city.
Erika Ventura.
We need these 89 units of affordable housing now.
Quillo Ordonez.
We need these 89 units of affordable housing now.
Jacqueline Fuentes.
We need these 89 units of affordable housing now.
They were nothing if not on message. But clearly, someone had to save these workers from themselves.
Do I approve of the quality of life that this proposal offers to low-income families? Not at all.
You're going to have 2 people and a pet in a 300-square-foot room. I don't think that's the quality of life any of us would want to have.
What happens when a baby comes along?
Can't we do better for them?
Right next to that stained glass window in the church is going to have a negative impact on the ambient light.
But this was all for naught.
The state has stepped in with respect to these issues.
California is trying to combat the housing shortage by mandating every city add a certain number of units. And, as this lawyer for the developers explained, the state has limited the ability of local governments to stand in the way.
You have no discretion to deny various elements of the project. The height, the density, the amenities, the parking.
The council deliberated and congratulated all the performers.
I think there's a really amazing thing happening in this room where everyone is saying that we're, yes, in support of affordable housing.
I believe it takes a lot of work to also file an appeal on behalf of your neighbors and to really try to, consolidate support.
And lamented their inability to interfere further.
There are a number of changes I would make if I did have discretion.
There should have been a hydrology study, a shade and shadow study, and a traffic study.
I'm going to make the motion that we deny the appeal.
The building would move forward, with a nod towards keeping the masses at bay.
And also give direction that people who live and work in West Hollywood get priority for the housing.
Thank you so much. The motion passes 4-1.
The matter concluded with this casual assassination.
I was on the council when the appellant Martha's building was built. And I'm glad we denied the appeal that time, and you're one of our residents.
If you didn't catch that, his point is that one of the leaders of these NIMBYs lives in a building once opposed by people just like her.
Just a little funny story.
Now that's a study in shade.